All right, hey guys, and welcome back. And this week I'm back with a quick review of a line from Jada that I've taken a look at before that makes a lot of really cool mini die-cast vehicle replicas in their Nano Hollywood Rides line. Now, this is a pack that's been out for quite a while, and I've been meaning to take a look at it ever since I picked it up. You can usually find these in your local store. Like I got this at Five Below, Walmart, probably Target. I picked this up for around $5. Really thought it was cool because it's just neat to have these little metal die-cast TMNT, iconic vehicles that you can put, on a desk. You can put them in front of an entertainment center on a little shelf somewhere, and they're just really cool. So first, let's take a look at the packaging here before we open it up. And you can see we got all the turtles on the front. I kind of like this look. This was like the early to mid 2000s, like Nickelodeon look. So they kind of still look like the original turtles, but the colors are a little off. They're a little weak. And you can tell the designs, like with the eyes and stuff, they just don't look like vintage late 80s and early 90s turtles. So definitely a point taken off for that, just because I think that the artwork is a little weak, but not terrible. The logo looks good. Yeah, as I said, yeah, these are the Nickelodeon ones. I didn't even really look at that down there. It's funny, it's the Nickelodeon brand, but yet they still use the vehicles from the 80s and 90s as that license constantly gets passed along, which it's cool that Nickelodeon kept the TMNT franchise running, but I don't know, it just kind of irritates me a little bit off of, the original Playmates line, the original cartoon, and it's like, well, that's where all this originated from, and you got the Nickelodeon stamp on there. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. I still think it's good that the TMNT line is going strong. Even though I'm not particularly a fan of the style and look that it has now, but I think that this looks really nice. We have the iconic turtle blimp, which honestly, they probably should have said that. I believe this is more of the turtle blimp 2. That is not really accurate to the original turtle blimp design. We have the party van, which looks pretty decent, and the Technodrome. I mean, the turtle blimp does look good, but that looks more like the Turtle Blimp 2, in my opinion. And we'll flip that around in the back, and you just got a larger picture of each of the vehicles, a little bit larger. You got that nice eye on the Technodrome. We'll see how these details stand up, how the paintwork actually stands up. You have the guns on the front of the party van. Some decent paintwork on the blimp. I don't remember if it had that turtle shell individual octagon lines and paint there. We'll see how well that holds up. So let's crack this open and we'll take a look at it. Alrighty. So now let's really compare each one of these to the level of detail that's shown on the back and just see how well that actually matches up or if we've been had. So now let's take a look first at the turtle blimp. Let's get a good look at that. Now that is pretty nice for a little die-cast vehicle. You have the front portion there, which would have the little turtle bombs would be hanging down off the back, the pilot seat, the engines. It does have the checkering with the turtle shell design, but I do have to call it out on that. Shown on here, it's shown with black lines with contrast, which would look a lot nicer. Or maybe that's just how no, that definitely looks like black lines to me. I really think that looks like black lines. So if that is what that's supposed to be, then not too cool there. Overall, good. The paint is a little blurry in some spots. Like you can see here, kind of, you have a little runoff on the side where it's not very evenly applied. But overall, I would give the Turtle Blimp a B plus. Even though, again, like I said, I don't think it's the correct variant of the Turtle Blimp. So now let's take a look at the party van. And wow, is this thing small? Oh my gosh! Just for like comparison, like there's the blimp. Like you can almost fit the party van inside the blimp. Like that is so small. So looks pretty good, honestly. Again, the paint is a little tacky. I don't know if you're picking that up on camera, but if I'm picking that up, like it just looks not the smoothest in my opinion. You can see the green bleeding onto the back fin there. It does have the iconic, like grr, angry face party van. Definitely missing some details. I mean, that door should be orange. So that's not painted correctly. And also the party van does not have the door on both sides. So this, I don't know, I have to give this like a C minus as far as a grade. Like it looks good if you would just put it down somewhere. But the paint details are kind of blurry. Like you compare that to this, to the image here, and the guns on the top, like they almost look like they're separate plastic guns. Looks way better. The paint job looks better done. The green is a different shade. It looks more yellow. This is very washed out. So, yeah, I would have to give that like a C minus, almost maybe even a D plus or a D. That's really bad. That's not well done at all. And last but not least, let's check out the Technodrome. Now, one thing I will say, as soon as I pick this up, has some really nice weight to it. The base is plastic. Got some nice little roller wheels there. The rest of it is die cast. I do like that they have all the different weapons and missiles sticking out their individual little plastic pieces all around the sides of the Technodrome. That looks really nice. Some of them are supposed to be different colored, like purples and blues, but I won't take off points for that. The eye looks really fantastic on top. I think that's a really good job done there. I mean, there's only so much you can do with something this small. I like all the other little bumps it has around the side for different weapons and windows and doors and hatches and things. So really cool there. The treads aren't bad. Let's see how that rolls. That's not bad. That's not bad. Because a lot of people do forget, like the Technodrome could roll around like a gigantic, base or tank on wheels, and did surface with that main drill there on the front. Overall, I think this is probably the best one out of the series. I would give this a good, solid B plus, maybe an A minus for this. I think there's only reason I'm grading it a little bit lower like that is because of the lack of color and details on the treads and the base. Maybe they could have even done the base die cast and kept the colors consistent. I think the different shades of gray kind of throw it off. But overall, still really good. And I mean, the only thing I can really see that's different with this is with the eye. There's more white at the bottom of the eye. So it makes the eye look much larger on here than what you actually get there. But overall, still, it's a very, very minor infraction that I will put against that. So now, if I had to give a grade to this entire set by Jada, what would my final grade be for this set? I think overall, I would probably give this at the highest maybe a B, more likely a B minus. This is like a C plus to a B minus grade for this set. It's good, but the effort put into it is low. I mean, you have the wrong colors and everything for the turtle blimp. With the turtle van, you have paint bleed over. You have, just a totally wrong design. On that. Again, though, I do have to retract that possibly if this is what the Nickelodeon party van looks like, but I really doubt that. You know, if the Nickelodeon version has both doors on both sides, then fine. No, I would grade this. You know, if these are accurate to the Nickelodeon TMNT line, then fine. But I'm not 100% sure if that's what they were going with here. If they were, then fine. I would give this like a B plus to an A. If this is supposed to be for vintage turtles, then they're kind of way off on a lot of marks here. And even regardless, no matter what line it's from, even if it is to that, I'd still deduct points just because of some sloppy paint, you know. So that I would still take it down to, again, highest B plus, like a B, you know, like the turtle van here and the turtle blimp, very sloppy with those lines. So not looking too great there. Not a terrible set though. I mean, if you're a TMNT fan, this is so cheap. Pick it up. You know, I think it's still cool to put along with other of your little micro vehicles from Jada, and even your Micro Machines. You got a Micro Machines layout. These things are awesome with Back to the Future, Knight Rider, A-Team, G.I. Joe, what have you. You know, you can integrate all these universes, and that's really cool that they're that size. I think that's really fun. So overall, I'll still give it a 1.5 thumbs up for this set. I think it's cool. We should definitely pick it up, even though it does have some flaws. And anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed checking out this little set of the Jada TMNT Jada Hollywood Rides vehicles with me today, and I will see you back here next time. Until then, take care. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.